Marcus Rashford's dream loan move to Barcelona. What it means for his career. Imagine a world where your favorite star could play for any team, anywhere. That's the magic of football, and it's happening right now with Marcus Rashford. The English sensation is on the verge of a dream loan move to Barcelona, a transfer that could redefine his career. But let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer audacity of this move. It's not every day that a Premier League star swaps the cold, rainy pitches of Manchester for the sun-kissed beaches of Barcelona. This isn't just a transfer, it's a statement, a bold move that could spark a debate about player development and the future of football. And this is the part most people miss, the financial implications. While Rashford's move is thrilling, it also brings us to a less glamorous topic, your subscription. We've tried to contact you several times regarding an issue with payment. It's crucial that you update your payment details via My Account or by clicking the Update Payment Details button to keep your subscription active. Don't let your access to exclusive content slip away. We understand that updating payment information can be a hassle, but it's a necessary step to ensure you don't miss a moment of the action. Remember, your subscription is due to terminate soon if we can't process the payment. But here's where it gets controversial. Some might argue that football clubs are putting too much pressure on fans to keep up with subscriptions, while others see it as a necessary evil in the modern game. What do you think? Is it fair to ask fans to constantly update their payment details, or should clubs be more accommodating? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about the future of football and the role of subscriptions in our fan experience. Barcelona closing in on Marcus Rashford transfer from Manchester United. Imagine Barcelona, the club known for its passion and flair, making a bold move to bring in Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. This potential transfer is not just any move. It's a strategic play that could reshape the team's offensive capabilities. Barcelona has put forth an offer through intermediaries, proposing a loan deal for Rashford that includes an option to purchase. At 27 years old, Rashford is eager for a new challenge, and both Manchester United and Barcelona have given their blessing to the idea. While the deal isn't finalized yet, negotiations are in their final stages. What makes this transfer particularly interesting is that Barcelona would cover Rashford's entire salary during his temporary stint. This arrangement speaks to Barcelona's confidence in Rashford's abilities and their desire to strengthen their attack. The club has been searching for a versatile forward who can thrive in wide areas and up front, and Rashford fits the bill perfectly. His experience on the left wing, a position they've felt lacking in recent seasons, makes him an ideal candidate. Head coach Hansi Flick has already had discussions with Rashford and supports bringing him into the team. This loan move could also provide financial relief for Barcelona, which has been facing some budgetary constraints. Rashford's recent loan spell with Aston Villa offers a glimpse into his current form. Despite scoring 4 goals in 17 appearances, his season was cut short by a hamstring injury in April, causing him to miss the final 4 games of the campaign. Additionally, he was omitted from Thomas Tuchel's England squad for upcoming matches against Andorra and Senegal. It's worth noting that Rashford is one of Manchester United's highest earners, commanding over £325,000 per week, with Aston Villa covering 3/4 of his salary plus performance bonuses during his loan. This significant financial commitment underscores the value placed on Rashford by both clubs. The Athletic reported in January that Rashford had expressed a preference for a move to Barcelona, with the club's sporting director, Deco, closely monitoring his progress. Further talks took place in June when Rashford's brother and agent, Dwayne Maynard, visited Barcelona. Flick has previously hinted at the need for additional attacking options, mentioning that Lamine Yamal and Rafinha are currently first choice in the club's 4-3-3 formation. In May, when asked about potentially adding a new winger in the summer, Flick acknowledged the importance of diversifying the squad's options and quality. While he didn't comment specifically on Rashford or Luis Diaz, he emphasized the club's intention to improve in this area. Rashford's last appearance for Manchester United was in the Europa League match against Victoria Plzen on December 12th. Since then, he has not been included in the Premier League squad, marking a turning point in his tenure at the club. In a December interview, Rashford stated he was ready for a fresh challenge away from Manchester United. Despite this, United has kept the door open for him to return, even allowing him extra time to explore other opportunities before reporting back to training in July. Throughout his career, Rashford has made 426 appearances and scored 138 goals for Manchester United since his debut in 2015. This impressive track record makes his potential move to Barcelona a topic of great interest among football fans and pundits alike. But here's where it gets controversial. Could Rashford's high salary and the current state of Manchester United's finances affect the likelihood of this transfer? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Why the La Liga giants want him? Marcus Rashford, the surprising interest from Barcelona in the Manchester United forward. In a remarkable twist of fate, Marcus Rashford, once deemed surplus to requirements at Manchester United, is now on the verge of a coveted transfer to Barcelona. This potential move to the iconic Nou Camp comes after an agreement, in principle, has reportedly been reached. This transfer isn't entirely unexpected. Rashford has long harbored aspirations of joining the Spanish giants. Just last month, he expressed a desire to play alongside the young prodigy, Lamine Yamal. Barcelona has also been vocal about their admiration for the 27-year-old England international. In May, their sporting director, Deco, openly stated that they like Rashford and believe he could significantly enhance their squad. But here's where it gets controversial. Can Rashford truly deliver the performance levels that Barcelona expects? Let's delve into how Rashford arrived at this pivotal moment and why Barcelona is keen on acquiring him. The journey to this point. Rashford's exit from Old Trafford has been a long time coming. His manager, Ruben Amorim, made the decision to bench him during the Manchester Derby on December 15th of last year, and since then, he has not featured for United. Amorim later criticized Rashford for what he perceived as a lack of commitment, even suggesting he would prefer to have his 63-year-old goalkeeping coach on the bench over someone who doesn't give the maximum every day. In January, Rashford was loaned to Aston Villa, where he made 17 appearances and earned a recall to the England national team. However, he returned to Manchester last month with his future still hanging in the balance. This uncertainty has revolved more around his next destination rather than a desire to remain at United, as he was one of 5 players who expressed a wish to leave the club. Subsequently, they were instructed to train separately from the main squad. Simon Stone, BBC Sport's chief football news reporter, remarked, "There is no doubt that a fully motivated, focused, and determined Marcus Rashford would seamlessly fit into Ruben Amorim's team. However, the reality is that we have only seen that version of Rashford for one full season since 2021, which coincided with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's departure. While glimpses of his former self were evident during his loan at Villa, there were also matches where he fell short of expectations. For Manchester United, offloading an unwanted player to Barcelona seems odd, especially given their current situation. They must seize this opportunity to maximize their squad's potential under Amorim's guidance. Why is Barcelona pursuing Rashford? If Manchester United, who finished a disappointing 15th in the Premier League last season, no longer wants Rashford, why are the La Liga champions so eager to sign him? Barcelona has not struggled to find the back of the net, scoring 102 goals on their way to winning the league last season. They also netted 43 goals during their run to the Champions League semi-finals in the 2024-25 season, marking one of their most prolific campaigns. Their issues have primarily been defensive rather than offensive. Despite this, Barcelona is actively seeking to bolster their attacking options. According to Spanish football writer Andy West, enhancing the left side of the forward line has been Barcelona's top priority this summer. Initially, it seemed they would successfully secure their primary target, Nico Williams. However, the Athletic Bilbao winger ultimately chose to extend his contract with his current club, forcing Barcelona to explore other options, including a failed attempt to sign Liverpool's Luis Diaz. While they were willing to pay for both Williams and Diaz, signing Rashford presents a financial advantage, as the deal would start as a loan with an option to buy. West further noted, Barcelona's ongoing financial struggles remain a concern. They had hoped to generate funds by selling goalkeeper Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who has been replaced by new signing Joan Garcia. However, that plan was derailed when the German veteran required back surgery, making the prospect of signing Rashford on loan even more appealing. Stone added, "If this deal is indeed a loan with an option to buy, Barcelona stands to gain regardless of the outcome. Remember, Chelsea effectively loaned Jadon Sancho for a season before returning him to Manchester United, despite having an obligation to buy after an inconsistent performance. How would Rashford fit into Barcelona's attack? The debate surrounding Rashford's optimal position has been extensive, as he has played both as a left winger and a central striker throughout his career. His versatility is one of the key reasons Barcelona is interested in him. West pointed out, Barcelona is aware that their star striker, Robert Lewandowski, who will turn 37 next month, cannot be expected to start every match. Rashford's ability to play as a center forward or a false nine adds to his appeal. However, his primary opportunities are likely to come on the left wing, a position that has been problematic for Barcelona since Neymar's departure to Paris Saint-Germain 8 years ago. Currently, Rafinha has been repurposed by coach Hansi Flick as a central playmaker, while Dani Olmo and Ferran Torres are not suited for the left flank. This opens the door for Rashford to establish himself alongside Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal in Flick's preferred attacking quartet. Can Rashford compete with Barcelona's other forwards? Since making his debut for Manchester United at the age of 18 in 2016, Rashford has scored 138 goals in 426 appearances, along with 17 goals in 62 matches for England. He possesses extensive experience at the highest level and, at 27, still has many of his prime years ahead of him. However, the term potential is frequently associated with Rashford, and he has not reached the 20-goal mark in a season since 2022-23. Despite showing flashes of brilliance during his time at Villa Park, he only managed to score twice in the Premier League, with one of those being a penalty. Stone commented, Barcelona is aware that they are taking a calculated risk. It remains unclear what their specific plans for Rashford entail, especially since he will not be displacing Lamine Yamal. However, they also recognize that if he can return to form, the 27-year-old could become a significant asset in both La Liga and the Champions League. What are your thoughts? Do you believe Marcus Rashford can regain his form and thrive at Barcelona? Or do you think this move is a gamble that could backfire? Share your opinions in the comments below.